This is the Heat Seeker, an everyday shortboard that's also a great travel companion for surf trips abroad. In this video, we're going to be jumping into a few areas. Who is this board going to be good for? How it differs from other boards in our range, and where it stands out and what kind of conditions are best for the Heat Seeker, as well as the outline, volume and rail profiles, as well as some of the construction details. Hi everyone, I'm Ben from SBS Boards. The Heat Seeker is our upgraded performance version of our motivator design. You will see the similarities with the wider outline, but it's got a far more tuned in and refined tail and nose for more critical surfing. If you're not sure if this board's for you, then maybe check out our motivator surfboard design, which is one of our original shapes. For more details, see the link in the description below. So jumping into it. Who's this board going to be good for? So if you're a progressing surfer looking to get away from the high volume shortboards and looking for a more performance everyday shortboard to use in small to medium sized waves, then this is going to be a great option. If you're more of a beginner, maybe looking to drop the length, I'd maybe check out our ball from our range, as it might be better suited for beginners looking for their first shortboard. So the Heat Seeker can be surfed in knee to well over head high surf. That's in the 2 to 6 foot range. But for more everyday conditions, say knee to chest high, spilling or choppy waves, this board is going to perform beautifully. It's got more volume under the chest, making paddling and catching waves a lot easier. This added volume continues throughout the middle of the board until you get to the tail and the nose. This means it keeps great speed and stability and is forgiving when it comes to turns and maneuvers. So with the wider outline and the lower entry rocker helping to create lift, makes it go faster on the face of a wave. It also gives you that extra speed when paddling to catch waves. So how is this different from some of the other boards in our range? Well, it's got a bit more of a pinched in squash tail and less thickness throughout the back half of the board, meaning that you'll be able to sink and pivot the back half of the board and get it on rail a lot easier, allowing for tighter arcs, more release in the tail when you get to the lip. So some of the details of the Heat Seeker are more softer, fuller rails in the center of the board, moving back to the harder, more forward rails for max traction and release and control throughout your turns. So with the concaves with the Heat Seeker, we've got a shallow concave that just starts just above your chest when paddling on the board. It's going to come all the way through and deepens just underneath your chest here. It then gets gradually faded out towards the tail and then flattens off towards the back fin here. That helps to drive a lot of the water towards the fins and also helps create lift when in smaller surf. I would say it fits nicely into our range just above the motivator as an everyday shortboard that you can surf all year round but never feels as though you're being held back. The design also allows for more critical surfing, with the performance traits making it feel real snappy under your feet. For those of you downsizing from a bigger board or looking to up your shortboard game in everyday conditions, then the Heat Seeker is an ideal board for you. Like many of the other boards mentioned in this video, the Heat Seeker is also linked in the description below.